Mason Kern began his career while he was still in high school in broadcasting, and it continues here on the Arizona Daily Mix because it's Sports Bites time, and the good folks at NBC Sports Radio AM 1060 Phoenix have loaned you to us. Your show is when?
It airs every Sunday at 7:30 a.m., so you can check it out, listen in. It's a lot of fun. And
you've got enough to cover. You're starting Sunday morning. You've got enough to cover from the week before that you never run out of stuff.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I stay up to date with what's happening, keep human nose to the ground, as they say. So, yeah, I fill the show with a lot of great content.
Well, I'll tell you what, fill the next 5 minutes with a lot of good content, starting with ASU and U of A basketball. They're going to be playing one another in just a matter of days. But last night, ASU won and the U of A didn't?
They did not, yeah, exactly. And you mentioned U of A, ASU. That's going to be a big rivalry match. But in terms of the ASU game, they played USC. USC came in on a hot streak. They had won 8 of their last 9 games. And ASU was kind of on a downward trend. They're 5-6 in the Pac-12, now 6-6. But they were able to win 80-78, and Trey Holder hits a buzzer beater kind of at the end with 1.4 seconds left to win it. And ASU, they didn't look great in the first half, but they put up 46 points in the second half. So that kind of offensive production is really going to get it done. And they forced 18 turnovers. So when you have 18 turnovers USC and get those easy points, it's gonna definitely help you get a win.
So you never know what you're going to get with this year's Sun Devils squad. But with the U of A, you thought that they were going to ease straight through right up to the tournament.
Yeah, and I mean, U of A, obviously, they've been perennially very good as a basketball program. And DeAndre Ayton and Alonzo Trier, they're their 2 best players. They did decently yesterday, 17 points and 16 points respectively.
This was against UCLA.
Exactly, yeah. They did lose 82-78, so it was kind of a surprise that UCLA came in and upset them in their home arena. And DeAndre Ayton only went 7 for 19. So he had his lowest shooting percentage of the season. And for him, he's projected to be a high lottery pick in the NBA draft if he decides to go to the NBA next season. He's a man playing amongst boys, didn't have the best game. And UCLA, their zone defense was really just able to shut them down. So that's kind of what it boiled down to.
In February, most of the baseball fans around here are talking about spring training. But they're also talking right now, today, about Martinez. What's going to happen? Is he leaving the team? Is he going to finally come to terms with the Red Sox? What's going to happen?
It's kind of interesting. I mean, JD, I obviously wouldn't see him signing a 1-year deal, which is kind of the track that the Diamondbacks kind of wanted. He definitely, I think, deserves the money that he's asking for. Maybe not the perennially huge contract, but I think that really the only chance the Diamondbacks have of retaining Martinez is if they can offer him and convince him that, hey, we can take this team to a World Series, get you a World Series, or if they can offer him more money. Neither of which I think happens next season. So I think JD Martinez does end up leaving.
Are you optimistic, though, about the Diamondbacks, even if they don't sign him?
Yeah, I think they'll be, in terms record-wise, worse than last year. I don't think they'll hit 90 wins. I think they will be in the 80s, either mid to low 80s in terms of their wins. So I don't think they're going to be a bad team by any means, and I definitely think they at least get a wild card berth, if not make it further in the playoffs.
You paying any attention to the Winter Olympics at all?
Yeah, of course. It's happening now, so.
Yeah, but what is your favorite event?
Well, I'm a hockey guy, so it's kind of surprising that the NHL is kind of backing out of this year's Winter Olympics.
That disappoints you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I would have loved to see Coyotes players. I mean, the Coyotes players who participated in Sochi in 2014 won gold medals, so it's always nice here in Arizona to see them get their time out on the ice. So
you'll still see some NHL players because they either have been between contracts or they play for another country.
Yeah, exactly. So there's still going to be hockey. It just won't be as many NHL players. It'll still be a lot of fun, though.
Cleveland, Los Angeles, NBA basketball. What a bizarre trade that was.
Yeah, it was kind of really surprising. I mean, considering it was the NBA trade deadline and then all of a sudden all these trades started happening out of nowhere. 3-team deals. Cavaliers completely blew up their whole roster, basically. It's almost a completely new roster from last year's NBA Finals now and from the beginning of the season even. So there's all just a lot of crazy action. And the Lakers are kind of trying to lure free agents in. So Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye, the 2 players that they got, they probably won't get re-signed because they're going to be free agents next year.
And this coming Sunday morning, what's going to be your lead story? Do you know?
The Sports Watchdog Radio Show, yeah, a lot of sports headlines. Soccer has a new expansion team in Miami. College football national signing day. So there's a lot of cool stuff. You got to tune in. Also basketball features. So.
Tune in where, Mason?
NBC Sports Radio AM 1060, 7:30 a.m.
Mason Kern knows what he's doing. You're going to be hearing a lot from him. And you're going to be hearing for the rest of us in just a moment.